My name is Terrence Luckett. Today I will be bringing awareness to the dangers of alcohol in 2017. Although it is not the highest over the years, the lives that have been lost or harmed is still a significant amount that cannot be overlooked. One event that truly gave me an eye-opener was something that happened only a few weeks from now. A case of a 13-year-old boy in a high-speed chase going 100 miles per hour, all under the influence of Four Locos, something that we've seen everywhere in almost every gas station or maybe even convenience stores. Little small, colorful can about the size of any other Arizona or juice can that can easily be mistaken. Yet this is a malt beverage that once used to consist of caffeine and alcohol. One important thing that 2017 has brought to our knowledge is the vast growth of the amount of underage drinkers that is causing a lot of damage to their brain and body. The reason behind why our underage to young adult community is facing these problems has a lot to do with the social factors within them and also the contextual and economic factors that play a part, which can be the cause of a lot of the behaviors that they tend to exhibit. For example, someone with a strict religion can have a very different outcome compared to someone with a carefree family or someone struggling with poverty, but yet may turn to the same results or worse depending on your contextual factors, your friends, your parties or events that you may go to, or even your surrounding alcoholic places. Try to do something a little bit creative here and make a slight scenario. Let's say Billy with the very strict religion all of a sudden wants to experiment a little bit. He's old enough now. Now it really depends upon his contextual factors, rather his friends or the parties that he may go to, or just simply he might just take matters into his own hands and just go to a nearby alcoholic place. Now, as far as his friends, that really depends upon if his friends are heavy drinkers or not. Then that may lead to him being a drinker. Or the type of parties. He can go to a wedding and take it easy, or he can go to a very college frat type of party and do all types of beer games or drinking games that lead to binge drinking. On the other hand, let's say James this time has a very carefree family and he's been drinking all his life since he's been young, but it's just always been in the house. Now he's old enough to drink, and because of his economy, rather a recession or rather just the simple fact that he has bills that he has to pay, he's a little stressed out. So now he ends up going to a nearby place to go buy some alcohol. Rather if it's a Four Loco at a gas station, or rather it's just a bar. And as far as the economic factor, there's several things that can happen with that too. Let's say Billy or James, who decided to go out and drink or whatever. James, who's been drinking for a good minute now he thinks he has a tolerance for it. Or, Billy, who just now started drinking, and then all of a sudden gets a little bit too drunk. Or James, who gets too drunk but he thinks he's okay, wants to go out and, you know, go to a party or whatever, take a more few shots, and then leave that party, hop in their car and drive away. Now they get pulled over for a DWI, or a DUI. Now they have to pay more fees for probation or pretrial diversion or even just a simple fee to bail them out of jail. And that's more stress on their head. Before I end, I would like to state some of the pharmacological factors that can endanger you. One of them is cirrhosis, which is chronic inflammation of the liver, which can also lead to liver disease. Brain damage, which I've stated previously, and that one we mainly see inside our underage drinkers, and that's just because their brains are just not fully developed yet. And lastly, alcoholic cardiomyopathy, and that is just mainly for chronic long-term use. And for some of these people who are struggling with welfare or anything like that, they don't have too many options to relieve their stress. So they just go and drink alcohol and become alcoholics. For your time. And just remember, alcohol can affect everybody. So please, stay woke and stay alarmed.